against wide receivers in the slot. He's going to be really good against running backs. They all thought Will Harris was going to be that stopper in the secondary, and he got hurt. It disrupted his entire season. And even when he was healthy, I don't think he was as good as they expected. But he's an Adam Peters guy. Chris Russell talked about it. I've talked about it. Anybody that they brought in, they believe in, and it's on their resume. So they want to make sure that it looks good on the resume and not a blemish like Marshawn Lattimore, who I don't blame them for the move, but that's forever going to be the biggest mistake Adam Peters has made since he got here to Washington.
All right, we are now in the Elite Eight after last night. Big upset by Tennessee. Also, Bear Scots, Michigan Wolverines with a big win. And then the Dukies with a big comeback over Mr. Met's St. John's Red Storm. But the big game was later last night, UConn with a big comeback against Michigan State. Looked like they were in control of that game, but the Huskies, there's a reason why we call it, why I use the nickname UConn Glory, and that happened last night. So we have the Elite Eight is now set up, and after today, we have two games tonight. So we have the Arizona-Purdue game, and we have the Illinois-Iowa game. So these are inconsequential games as far as Wire Club, but by tomorrow morning we will have the bracket whittled down to 6 teams left, and then tomorrow are the big games to get to the Final Four. We'll start the Elite Eight, the second round of the second part of the Elite Eight to get to the Final Four, and it's going to be a couple of big ones. We're going to have Bear Scots, Michigan Wolverines tomorrow night taking on Tennessee, and then we will have UConn Magic and Duke. It's the big game coming up. Wow, it's going to be huge. So by Monday, we'll have the Final Four, and the stakes are getting higher and higher each day. But it's John who is alone in first place in Williams Yahoo Bracket Challenge. Rest in peace, Barrett Robbins formerly of the Oakland Raiders, went to TCU. Second round pick, 1995, played with the Raiders 1995 to 2003. Of course, in Super Bowl 37, had the mysterious, he was missing the night before the game and was not on his medication, and they tried to get him, see if he was in shape, and they couldn't do it, and they tried to send him back to Oakland and couldn't get a plane ticket because of his didn't have his ID, and it was a big mess, and the Raiders got blown out in that Super Bowl. They did not have their starting center, Barrett Robbins, and he passed away yesterday at the age of 52. Rest in peace, Barrett Robbins. Also, Mary Rand, former British Olympian, has died at the age of 86. She won a gold in 1964, the Olympics, Tokyo, in the long jump, and set the record that year for the women's long jump. It was broken the next year, the 68 Mexico City Games, with the high altitudes there, which was a big factor in all-time records. She also set the record for the longest, the triple jump one year. So rest in peace, Mary Rand, passing away at 86. Rick Barry, one of the great all-time NCAA and NBA scorers, is 82 today. Happy birthday. Reba, 71. Happy birthday, Reba McEntire. Byron Scott, former starting point guard for those Showtime Lakers, is 65 today. Vince Vaughn, of one of our must-watches for the August season of movie watching, turns 56. Also, Dewey likes him in the Psycho remake with Vaughn. Turning 40 today, singer Lady Gaga. Check out her 2011 song, The Edge of Glory, featuring the legendary Clarence Clemons on saxophone solo, one of his final saxophone solos of his life before he passed away that year. Derek Carr, maybe is he going to come back this year? Former quarterback of the Raiders, Saints. Is he going to play? Maybe some team will sign him. He's 35 today. In prime shape, ready to go. And then we have a couple of MLB players who are currently playing. The Dodgers, Will Smith, 31, and then the Braves, Drake Baldwin, last year's Rookie of the Year, 25. He had a home run last night. Happy birthday, Drake and Will. Last night's feature presentation, this one picked by the Generals. We kicked off the first night of the new year movie watching, the spring season on movie watching, and it was Terror at Red Wolf Inn, 1972. No surprise there. The third year in a row we've kicked off the spring season with that classic dark comedy horror film. It's impossible to explain this one. It's so strange. The edited version, it clocks in at 77 minutes. The unedited version is like 85 minutes. This one's available online. Linda Gillen, John Nielsen as Baby John, Arthur Space, and Mary Jackson, Janet Wood, Margaret Avery. Love this film. Nothing like it. Last night's feature presentation, The Terror at Red Wolf Inn. Great film. Today, the water temperature at the beach area holding steady at 52.0. The record high was only 57.6 in 2012. Record low was 45.0 in 2014. You see there's a little bit of the range tightens up a little bit this time of year. Strange time of year. And it is cold today here in Richmond and in the beach area. Expect that to drop a little bit when we give you an update tomorrow. So definitely no March beach trip, guys. No question about it. March 28th message today. We've knocked out 5 of the must-watches for the spring season already. 4 of them were knocked out during the off-season. 1 was knocked out last night. 16 to go. If you want to see a list of them, it's in the General's profile pic right here on Wire Club. All right, guys. Tonight's feature presentation, will it be another must-watch? We'll find out. But we got 2 big games tonight, guys. Huge. All right, big games, but tomorrow is the real big games. Well, the Final Four set. All right, guys, have a great Saturday.